Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Marvel and today I bring you part 2 of Tropico 4 episode 3 where we've got to get 1 million Twitter followers.
Underrepresentation, Presidente! You are not on the minds of your citizens at all times!
So, Penultimo loves me so much we need 2 childhood museums dedicated to my youth. Rock knows why, but something to do, isn't it? So, as you can see in the previous video, we kicked off.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws near.
We kicked off elections, and we made a speech.
Congratulations, Presidente. The UN World Tourism Organization has listed Cara Libro as the most promising tourist hotspot in the world.
And we keep getting interrupted. Sorry about that. So, we've got a good bunch of followers now, 1/8 of a million so far, and we will get more as tourists visit.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content that no incidents occurred during the elections. You have their trust and all the credibility of our young democracy.
Excellent. So, another year or 4, I can't remember how long your term runs for, but we are going to bolster the
As part of the
Army's power.
We are organizing a major cleaning effort.
I hear the nationalists are very pleased about that.
I hope things don't turn out like last time when they brought 5 immigrants they had beaten on the streets claiming they were taking out the trash.
I'm sadistic enough to find that hilarious. But moving on, we've put the blueprints down for an army barracks, and now we need to focus on improving our tourism provision. So, we're going for some of the more useful and beautiful things right now, because obviously we need to attract an awful lot more Twitter followers, because we still only have just over 10% of them, but there are lots of things you can put down. So a souvenir shop is going to promptly follow what I've just placed, which was the tourist office. And I'm having a dilemma about where to put it, as you can see. I can't believe how nice the island's looking.
The beautiful flower of nature, Miss Sunnyflowers, tells me that the environment is very important. I listen to her because she is important.
Giggity. So we need to improve the environmental rating of our island to 60. That gives 50,000 twits and 25 grand, I beg your pardon, in my Swiss bank account. Does anyone know what happens with your Swiss bank account? Does it actually get used in the game at some point? I would hope it would, because otherwise what's the point really? I don't want money going to a bank account that I can't use. But I'm ranting, so ignore me. Placing a scenic outlook now, which will attract all the geological mines. I have no idea what I'm talking about, sorry. But yeah, the tourist areas will be very nice in a bit, and I'm quite pleased with the state of the island. I've kind of neglected the citizens, but they will be furnished in this level eventually. It's just I'm not so hot at multitasking, if you haven't already gathered, and I fast forwarded here because I had a nightmare placing the marina. It took me friggin' ages to decide where to put it, and then I had another issue placing the road.
I just read the most interesting study. It appears that entertained people will spend more.
No shit, Sherlock. So basically he's telling us to increase our entertainment rating to 60, and we're only halfway there. So as you can see, I jumped right on it, placing that other childhood museum, which will kill one of my active tasks because I have far too many at the moment. And we still need to concentrate on religion and whatnot. But we're back in the town of... Is this Caralibro? Make your mind up, Daniel. Yeah, another church. So this should address some of the religious fanatics' needs, and we'll put it near the tourist area because I know my parents like to visit churches when they go abroad. I'm sure lots of other people do, so we'll make it a tourist hotspot as well. Anyway, back on the tourist section of Caralibro, I'll put in a nice restaurant down, although... Is that... Can you dine on the roof? I should have zoomed in really, that looks... If you could dine on the roof, that would be fucking sweet. And now the cabaret, because who doesn't love the cabaret? I know Me First and the Gimme Gimmes love cabaret, and I love Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, so, you know. Putting it outside the tourist dock will make the most sense, because they're quite grand in nature, both of them, so it'll be like a mini Las Vegas strip. Anyway, next up, we've got to place a zoo. So, let's get down to it. It's a big bastard, that's for sure. And I have no idea where to put it. But I'm zoomed in far too close, I don't know why I should... Oh, back it up a bit, and there we go. We've got the tourist dock north of that, so nothing else is interfering with that, so we can place that. And hopefully that will be constructed quite quickly, because I've prioritised it. And now we're going for a fire station, because we don't provide the basic amenities on this island for my citizens, which is shocking really, but I've been far too focused on improving the tourism rating, so sorry Tropicans.
Amigo, have you seen my new yacht? It's huge! I bet you $25,000 that you can't buy a bigger boat.
I bet you're compensating for something, Generalissimo Santana, you old bastard. But I will see your bet and I will raise you a bigger boat. Just so I could say, I hate to say I told you so. Now go and choke on your cigar. Not that I'm competitive in the slightest, but when old people bring it, I have to bring it twice as much. Can you tell the apathy in my voice sometimes? Anyway, as you can see, the tourist resort is looking gorgeous, to be honest. I was so chuffed. I don't know why the shoreline marina thing's not been built yet, but the cabaret seems to be going out quite quickly. And next we can put down the Museum of Art, which we'll get there eventually. Nothing really more to say about it, but the tourism rating should be improving.
To make Caralibro the best tourist resort, we need a large number of hotels and attractions.
Being the best always brings fame. To make Caralibro the #1 tourist resort, we need to have at least 3 hotels of any type and 5 attractions. And we've already got 6 out of 8, so we may as well just put there some more hotels, really. And we need blueprints. I thought, what does the UN? God damn it, the UN one doesn't count, so we've got to pay for the blueprints again. You bastards. Right, fun placing things. You love this as much as I do, don't you, really? But it's got to be done, so we'll put one there. It's in keeping with the layout of the resort, so. And we'll fast forward to the other one, just going right on the corner. So 3 hotels well catered for, and they're jumping right on it, which is great to see. But what next? So in order to expand our tourism offering, we need power, which we have managed without so far, but to build half of the tourist attractions we need some sort of electricity, so we'll place a power plant out the way up in the woodlands, and that will open up a whole different range of construction facilities, which we will come back to because it takes them a while to build a power plant, as you can imagine. We've got to concentrate on improving the environmental rating of our island because we're at 56 out of 60, which is good, but it only takes a few more smatterings of greenery, I think, to complete this target, and Miss Sunnyflowers will be overjoyed, which means Penultimo will be overjoyed. As you can tell now, I got a bit bored of placing those garden paths, and I just went a bit ham on all of it, but we'll finish it off in the city as well as doing the tourist side coming up shortly. So it's looking delightful, isn't it? Really, it's got attractions all over the shop now, and look at these poor bastards here building a power plant by hand. Surely we're not so poor we couldn't afford a JCB or some heavy goods vehicles for them to... That's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, even the Egyptians couldn't just build a power plant with 2 men. I admire their spirit though. Bravo, gents, bravo. And there we have our power plant. We're not going to fuck about with this one. We'll employ a college graduate who will come shortly, but in the meantime we need to place a luxury liner. And oh, what's going on there? Oh, disaster. Welcome to your doom, little boat. The luxury liner seems to be proving a bit of an issue for where I've placed my liner, so never mind, nobody died. It's not like that ship in Italy. Too soon? Maybe. I apologise. No, I don't really care. But as you can see, a nightclub is essential for all the ravers. Not sure where to put it. We'll put it next to the church. Godliness is right next up there to hardcore electro music, so shouldn't be too much. And plus they can play the church bells in line with Pete Tong. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't go to electronic clubs.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
So nothing to really worry about here. I think we've done a good job. What Hoshishu housing? I think we chose housing last year. We probably haven't done a fat lot to improve it, but we'll make adequate housing our next prerogative for the next election. Should we get in, of course. There's no guarantees, but as you can see, we've got 119 ratings. That's only going up.
Has brought me before you. We are one step closer to our goals. Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward.
Yeah, man.
Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation. The shacks in the cities, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them. And it will be resolved, as will all others, in time as the global economy stabilizes. Through the years of my presidency, I have received your gratitude, my compañeros. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant, and you are my masters, my employers. I must, in turn, pay my respects to you, the everyday workers, especially to the communists.
Not many communists by the sound of it. Oh dear. They don't like me.
I have great plans for Tropico. Plans that will be felt by everyone, even the least fortunate of you. I promise you that in my next term, people will no longer have to live in shacks. With the strength of our hearts and minds, we will prevail.
Or I'll kill you all. How's that sound? But we're coming up to the end of this episode now. Just need to spend a bit more money on improving the environmental rating of the town. I'm not going to talk to the very end because Penultimo has some news. We'll leave it on that bombshell, if you'd like. Until the next time, I'm the Mob. I'd like to thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws near.
Comrade, food for the masses is essential, and our supplies are in shortage. We cannot build communism on a hungry stomach, no?
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content that no incidents occurred during the elections. You have their trust and all the credibility of our young democracy.